EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's our visiting team and our home team. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. His squad is 2-3 here in the early part of the season. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. And off we go from the Windy City. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Chicago. 37-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. He'll drop to throw. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play on that one. And even 30 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Complete to number 89. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They'll look to throw yet again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. A gain of 7. First down, Chicago.
The RPO, that one is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Number 87. It's a gain of 6. And it's third.
They'll run the sneak. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal. Back to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. 9 yards from the end zone for second down and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone.
Well, we had a feeling, Mike, from talking to them this week in our meetings that they wanted to put last week behind them as quickly as possible. They could not wait for this ball to be kicked off here today, and it couldn't have gone better. They take the opening possession, they go right down the field and come away with the touchdown, and I'm not sure how many people on that sideline can even remember the score from last weekend.
Makes the score. Visitors 7. Our home team, nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one taken at the 10. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. Early rhythm he was able to establish. He rode that to the final whistle. He had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. And if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
He'll get this out to his running backs. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. This is 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
To number 86. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
In trouble, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 47-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 32 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
Number 18.
Second and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Got his man at the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
3-yard line.
He'll try to run this one in. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On second and goal, they'll give him another shot. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The ball inches from the goal line. Third and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. And finally, they'll bring him down. But he's up beyond the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
First down, Chicago.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Chicago.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll look to throw again. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
Slot man in motion right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to hit him with a screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain. On 4th down, they'll send in the field goal unit. This about as his kick is good. And the visitors will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball and have it, and he barrels his way into the end zone.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
A try here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the visitors will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Our home team, 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. Boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7. From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. Oh, into space. Inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
The extra point is good. And his guys will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
At the 36-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Chicago.
I'll give on the ground. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Now, faking the give. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Chicago. He'll let one go down the middle. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down, Chicago.
Handoff here. The ball comes out. And the defense comes away with a turnover. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. From the 43, here's second and a yard.
Second and a yard at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Chicago. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. A handoff as they try to run it here. Crazy. And he's in. What a standout performance early on in this one. That is second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and through. And his guys have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Back to throw. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other inside of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. And he's open middle of the field. It is caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down. 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw yet again. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 38-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the visitors will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's going to air this one out. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage here on 3rd down. They took away all of the outlets the quarterback had. Really left them with no opportunity other than to just throw that ball away. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The third quarter begins with a run. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 7. Up the middle they go. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 20. First down, Chicago.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pick.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5. At the 26
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Number 18.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's hauled in at the 2. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. He will do it himself. He's in.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike. And to cap it off, it's a simple read option. But for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball. And by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open field.
And of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. At issue, did the ball cross the goal line? A reminder, it just needs to be the tip of the football just breaking the front of the plane where that white goal line begins. And it needs to be indisputable, which can sometimes be difficult with all those bodies in there. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane, the goal line. The third and goal, they'll try zone read. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on third and goal. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. So on fourth down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. That one is good. And his guys will extend their third quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
Down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Chicago.
16 yards. First down, Chicago.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 2.
At the 48-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Number 86. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 31.
Now a give up the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, Chicago. They'll send a tight end in motion. Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's a run. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
At the 4-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Now this time they'll look to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Now third and goal.
Throwing here on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders.
And he's going to be taken down. Couldn't get rid of the football. They turn it over. Stopped on fourth and goal.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
One up near the 28. That's the way to get started. A pick up of 17 and a very quick first down.
The 28-yard line.
Now faking the give. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To the air now on first and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
To number 87.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 45-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. And he's got another one. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And his guys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Team 31. Visitors 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
To the ground, a 1st down run. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll get this out to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. He sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Open man, right side. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
That's another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's third down and 8 yards to go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. He's got it at the 3. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic.
And he will score. Game on. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And showing the quick feet there as he gets forward for a pickup of 3. Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5.
Second and 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question, second and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on second and goal.
And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's third and goal. They'll drop to throw. Over the top. He's got it.
And that's exactly how you stress all week finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The kicking team on for the extra point. He's got it. And his guys tack on one more to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. Third and 3. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Well, it's another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 4.
Back to the air one more time. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chicago.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It's second down.
The ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. They'll have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.